was pretty much ignored, which suited me fine because of this anxiety thing. "Next presenter," Mr. Drysdale's raspy voice called as he stood in front of the classroom reading from a clipboard. He searched the room and his eyes landed on Summer and me. She had already gone, so clearly I was next. I swallowed a huge lump of panic that had gathered in my throat. My heart nearly stopped. The bile burned and churned in my stomach. My skin was clammy and cold, though my insides were on absolute fire. I was about to lose it. I would give anything if only he couldn't see me. I squinted my eyes shut and clutched the cold steel bars underneath the single-person desk that I sat on. "It's okay, Avi. It's okay." Summer tried to soothe me, rubbing the back of my neck with her fingers. "You'll be fine." I dared to open an eye. Mr. Drysdale's gaze was fixed right on me. The vomit started raising. I had to clamp my hand over my mouth to prevent completely losing my lunch. Yep, Mount Barfasuvius was about to erupt. His rheumatic eyes searched me. He opened his mouth. He was about to call my name. "Please go away. I wish I could be invisible. Please let me be invisible." Mr. Drysdale shut his mouth. He glanced at me, confused, scratching his head. He set the clipboard down at the podium that he stood behind and brushed off the front of his ugly old man white and blue checked shirt. I dry heaved. My immediate vision started to go black before me and I became woozy. I clenched my eyelids closed and prayed for a miracle. "Avi?" My head began to roll. Summer clutched my shoulders. "Jason Collins, you're up next." My eyes flew open and I inhaled deeply. The influx of air helped to relax my body. The bile started to rest and my vision returned to normal. Sorta. Even though he looked right at me, I had been sure I was next. But he never called me. Not that day, not the rest of the year. He never called on me ever again. It was like I wasn't there. For roll call, he'd read my name off, but never really set eyes on me as he marked me present. Somehow I got a grade on my work, but there were no comments on my report card about my lack of presentation. In fact, it was never really acknowledged at all. And I couldn't be more relieved. Or confused. But for now, I wasn't going to push my luck. Eventually, it'd catch up with me. For now, I was just glad to be ignored. Surely it couldn't last forever, right? Chapter 1. "So, what do you do for a living?" I looked across the table at my dining companion. The dishwater blonde-haired man had a fork in one hand and his phone in the other. His thumb swept across the screen rapidly, his eyes darting back and forth as he stared. I blinked once and sighed heavily. Great. Another one. Clearly, he didn't hear a word I said. I don't know really why I was surprised. It always happened. Girl rarely goes on dates. When girl does, girl gets ignored by guy who is more interested in his phone. Or the sports game on the big screen across the room, or ogling the waitresses. Anything but the girl. Glancing at my silver wristwatch, I could see that we'd only been here 45 minutes. Long enough to order drinks and receive our meals. He'd been on his phone for 40 of that. I swallowed a large swig of my iced tea and slammed the glass down on the table, just hard enough to make a noise, hoping it would bring him out of his phone-induced stupor. The silverware on the table rattled, the plates full of food shook, but the man didn't appear rattled. His name was James, but right now he was just the man, because like all the others, he was being completely rude by ignoring me. "Wow, that's interesting," I said loudly. "Sure beats my job at the morgue. Seeing frozen penises all day long really gets quite hard." I stifled a chuckle at my own lame joke. I didn't really work at a morgue. That would be disgusting. But surely either the word morgue or penis would get his attention finally. It didn't. His eyes remained glued to the screen, although now his fork had dropped and he was typing messages with both thumbs into the phone. I scowled. Yep. It gets really interesting doing what I do, dealing with the genital warts I have. It's the